Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Wednesday, August 25th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you're somebody that uses charts as a trader, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used to make good decisions as a trader, then this will be a video for you. And real quick, before we get started, just keep in the back of your mind that I am offering this free live class later this week. So if you like what you see and you want to learn more, then I do want to personally invite you to get signed up for this live class. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link in the description box that you can click on. If you're watching it at claytrader.com, then right on your screen, there's going to be an area that you can click on and you can get signed up there. So like I said, just keep it in the back of your mind. If you like what you see, you want to learn more, then I want to invite you to get signed up for the class. First one here, ticker symbol GME. GameStop is back in the talk of town. A lot of people have had it pop back up on the radars, and rightfully so. I mean, huge volume surge right there. Price reacted very nicely with it. So yeah, once again, looking like it's going to be the talk of the town, and want to get a couple of key levels mapped out. So the main level here to watch, at least in my opinion, moving forward, is going to be this interesting area right here. Let's just call it the 216 mark, which is essentially where the party finally stopped. Now, I do realize that the price did spike up to that area, but after that, you can see that the price just pretty much struggled right around that area. So moving forward, if there is any sort of attempted return back to the upside, that first key level that need to kind of throw a question mark by in terms of, are the bulls going to have enough power to push up through it, is going to be 216. If the price can push up through 216, I mean, no such thing as a guarantee, but in my mind, it's more than valid and more than rational to think that the price has a very real chance, very possible chance to get up there to 225 and potentially above. Again, no guarantees, but is it at least a valid, is at least a rational thought to have? Absolutely. So keep a close eye on 216 and then 225. As far as areas of support are concerned, if you're somebody that enjoys playing pullbacks more so than an area that at least catches my eye as far as a pullback area, going to be right down there around the 195 mark. But all in all, no doubt about it, GME seems to be back. Not just a question of GME, can it continue to move like we know that it can? We'll see what happens. Next one here, ticker symbol AMC. So are AMC and GME going to become brothers once again in the sense of they both start to move in unison? When one explodes, the other is going to explode. We'll see. But overall, pretty similar to what I just talked about, meaning there's the big spike and then things pulled back. And instead of, 216, like on GME, that we have right here, the key level right at $45.50. So like GME, $45.50 going to be that initial level. And if it can be broken, then the next level that, once again, no such thing as a guarantee, but is at least valid, is at least rational to think that the price could then push up to get up right around $48. I think so. So those will be the main areas of resistance. And then as far as pullbacks are concerned, key level here to keep an eye on, in my opinion, going to be right down there around 41.50. So I realize that everything almost sounded like a mirror image of what I just said for GME, but that's what I mean. For those of you that have experience and can remember, back several months ago, these ones can move in tandem, and not exactly, but pretty similarly, as you see here, almost have patterns that take the same sorts of shape. So overall, again, I'm well aware. I basically said the exact same things, just with different numbers in them, but that's just kind of the nature of the beast right now. So we'll see if it can continue or not. But yeah, as far as that initial area of resistance is concerned, keep a close eye on 45.50. Next one here, ticker symbol SPRT. And I like this one in the sense that you no longer have to worry about, am I chasing the price? Am I suffering from FOMO? Fear of missing out? Absolutely not, because there has been a relatively big pullback. Now, to be fair, maybe this pullback is not a pullback. Maybe this pullback is the start of a much bigger reversal down, but that's why risk management, that's why stop losses matter. Because on the flip side of things, maybe it's not. Maybe this is just a healthy pullback and this thing's getting ready to work its way back upwards. So it's all a matter of kind of your thoughts on it. But overall, there's still a lot of momentum that's, within the chart itself. So yes, I do realize it's pulled back here, but at least that's eliminated, like I said, the FOMO risk. But overall, you still have a nice increasing purple line there, which on my chart denotes the well-known famous 50 period moving average. So that illustrates that the overall context is still quite bullish. But as far as, kind of the overall pattern that's, formed here, you can see, and I'm just going to draw this up very crudely, kind of already did, but we have it channeling down somewhat right here. But if I draw that part in play right there, this is what would be known as a bull flag pattern. So even with the pullback, because of the overall context and overall trend, it is still bullish. So a bull flag pattern is the best way to go about it. But if you are somebody that likes to see things pull back before you actually enter into them, then you have that exactly here with SPRT. Next one here, ticker symbol NAKD. Beautiful, beautiful move. Big volume came pouring in. And has it been the theme? Got the big moves. Now you got somewhat of a pullback. So not just a question of, do these pullbacks are these pullbacks healthy, meaning do they want to ultimately recover back to the upside, or are these just the beginning of a deeper pullback, maybe even a reversal? That all remains to be seen. But again, there are no guarantees. Charts are just a tool to make sure you're making good, logical decisions. And in this situation, a logical decision to watch very closely would be that resistance area right up there around 64 cents. That was the area where the price struggled a couple of times there. So while nothing is guaranteed, again, it's more than rational. It's more than logical that if the price were to come up here and get the break up through there, that break in and of itself could very well create quite a bit of upwards buying pressure. So that'll be the key area of resistance. As far as levels of support are concerned, level here that stands out going to be that pullback point right there at 59. And then just to once again kind of illustrate the pattern here. So you have the big surge up. You have that level right there. You have that level right there. And in this situation, you could still call it a bull flag, but if you want to put a little golf hole down there, you could probably call it a bull pennant too. And whether or not you want to call it a flag or a pennant, you don't want to get bogged down on those details, because the overall idea is that there's been a big surge in the upwards direction. Now it's doing some consolidating, but the question becomes, is this a healthy consolidation with a break to the upside? Let's see how it goes on Wednesday. Next one here, ticker symbol WISH, and this is all just a matter of continuation, meaning the price has already gotten the breakout. So let me just kind of show you the context here. So there was that big old trend line right there, which had, really been very annoying towards the price. Whenever the price has gotten up around that area, it just got rejected and rejected. But today, no more rejection, got the breakout. Now it's a question of, all right, is this the start of something much bigger? Is there going to be more momentum that shows up? And I realize I keep reiterating this, but I want people to realize that I'm not sitting here and saying that charts are a perfect tool or that they're a crystal ball. That's not their purpose. Their purpose is just to make us help us make, there we go, rational decisions. And it is now very rational to think, hey, that big old stubborn line has been broken. It's made a big move. It has pulled back. But is there getting ready for another move back to the upside? You'll never know that, but that's at least a valid and logical thought process to have. And that's the situation that we have right now. Huge volume, big price movement. It has pulled back. So if you believe that there's an opportunity for this thing to continue to recover back upwards, that could definitely lead to a very nice and profitable trade. Next one here, ticker symbol BPTH, and this is all about the question of, all right, is this just pump and dump today, or is this just going to be one of these things where it acts like, all right, yeah, game is over, hey, just kidding, and then back up it goes. And the only reason why I think that maybe it could behave like that is because of that pink line there, which on my chart denotes the 200 period moving average, and you can see that the price respected it very nicely. And this is an example of what I mean by charts. Are they perfect? No, but what a coincidence that the price was all the way up here and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped, and then look right where it decided to not only go sideways but get a bit of a bounce, literally right at that 200 period moving average. Does that mean it'll stay above it forever? I'm not saying that, but it is at least now valid to think, okay, maybe this is some sort of little consolidation before a move back to the upside. But again, to be fair, maybe this is just a little temporary dead cat bounce, and the dump continues, which is why once again risk management matters so much. But if this is not the start of a dump and this thing starts to recover back upwards, then there could be a very interesting setup here with a key area of resistance to watch very closely right there at $6.90. So keep a close eye on $6.90 for any sort of potential recovery back to the upside. And then definitely, the line in the sand, as far as I'm concerned, as far as the muscled area of support, is going to be that 200 period moving average, a pink line, currently valued at 625. But yeah, let's see if this is one of these, ones that looks like it's game over. Then all of a sudden it just comes back to life. Next one, ticker symbol TKAT, and I like this one because there's a couple ways you can play it. You can either wait for some sort of recovery, see if strength returns, and in my mind, that would be, keep an eye on that downtrending trend line right there. So if the price all of a sudden starts to go sideways and work its way back upwards, my quote-unquote sign of recovery, sign of return of strength would be, can the price actually get back above that red line there? So that's one way you could play it. You could just look to see if the price does create some sort of breakout. Or if you're somebody that likes to play pullbacks, well then in my mind, and just kind of the way things are lining up, but I just talked quite a bit about that pink line on the other chart. And look at this, if the price were to pull back some more, nothing is guaranteed, but if the price could get down around that 625 mark, again, no guarantees, but it's by no means random to think, hey, you know what? The price could bounce from that area. I mean, it's already done it once right there. So if you are a pullback player and if you enjoy playing those, then in my mind, 625 is a rational area to look at. Not a guaranteed area, but a rational area from the pullback perspective. Then again, if you're looking to play more so of a breakout, then watch for any sort of recovery back to the upside. And it's really just a question of, can the price break up through that trend line right there? But overall, interesting chart. Interesting move, and now let's see if the price can, regain some momentum and potentially, turn itself around and create another good solid day of trading. Next one here, ticker symbol EDU. Absolutely monster move on this one. Huge volume, went straight up, but then did consolidate, which gives us a very straightforward technical pattern. And I just say that because I'm not trying to come across like what I'm doing right here is difficult. I'm not trying to come across like I have some sort of great talent or this is a special discovery. I assure you, people that use charts, understand charts, are going to be drawing this pattern. And I say all that because when people from around the world are watching the same patterns and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, it can produce some very dynamic movements. So while nothing is guaranteed, it's valid to think that if the price can work its way back up to the top part of that pattern and get that breakout through there, that break very well could create quite a bit of upwards buying pressure. Just as the same as if the price were to drop down there and break down through there, you could think that that could create quite a bit of bearish momentum, but the bears would definitely be having a fight against the trend, because even if that area breaks, then the price would still have to deal with that 200 period moving average, right now valued at the 202 mark. But overall, any way you want to look at it, a nice little pennant pattern here is formed. So it's just a question of, can the momentum stay strong and can the price get the break to the upside? Wednesday is going to be very interesting. Next one here, ticker symbol SNDL, down in the world of penny stocks here, but very nice movement already. I mean, this thing had started to bounce right there on Monday, but then today obviously just got that much more continuation. It did pull back, so once again, nice to see that. Don't really have to worry about, oh, am I suffering from FOMO, fear of missing out here? Nothing like that, but that does now bring about a very straightforward area of resistance, and that's right up here at the 78-cent mark. So from the resistance side of things, 78 cents going to be an important level of support, or excuse me, resistance. As far as supports are concerned and potential pullback areas, right there around 74.5 cents would be an interesting level from there. But overall, very nice move, and as you're seeing here, been a while since the price has been up around this area, but if the price can get the break of 78 cents, next key level to watch very closely, going to be right up there around the 81-cent mark. So keep an eye on those couple levels moving forward. But yeah, no doubt about it. The bounce started on Monday. The bounce has continued today. So let's see if it can continue to make progress on Wednesday. Next one here, ticker symbol GOTU, and very similar to the EDU that we just talked about, but more so that the bounce didn't start on Monday. In fact, it continued to look pretty rough on Monday, but all of a sudden today, just boom, up it went and has formed a very nice pattern. But the one thing to keep in mind here is that you want to be careful with this pattern, because you have this trend line right here. And if the price can break above it, like I said, that's a good sign, don't get me wrong, but you'll want to be very careful, because not that far after the breakout point, you do have that 200 period moving average looming right there, which doesn't mean that the price can't get up through it, but you want to be very careful. You don't want to go all in on some sort of breakout, have it go up there to that pink line, and then get rejected back down. Again, I'm not saying that that's what will happen, but it is something that certainly needs to be monitored, because it's not really a matter of breaking that trend line. Now, had that pink line been way up above, well, then yeah, you'd have more space. But in this situation, not a whole lot of space where the price could, break through there and then potentially get rejected. Now, of course, the other benefit about all this is if the price crushes that red line, crushes that pink line, well, then that would give you that much more evidence that, okay, wow, this is truly a strong breakout. There is a lot of bullish strength there. So keep in mind those couple areas from the resistance side of things. As far as supports are concerned, any sort of pullback that looks interesting right down there around the 265 mark. And then also from a support side of things, and maybe if you like to play bigger pullbacks, there's a important area of support down there, that purple line, the 200 period moving average. We'll just call its value at $2.50. But no doubt about it, big surge today, big momentum. Not just a question of can this momentum continue. Wednesday will be very, very interesting. So that wraps up the top 10. Again, just want to personally invite you, if you like what you saw, if you want to learn more about charts, how they should be used, how they should not be used, and why they do work and are a great tool to help build trading consistency, then the class will be this Thursday, August 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Key dynamic there being Eastern. So definitely get signed up for it. And then as far as these top 10 videos are concerned, if you enjoy this format and you want me to make more videos like this, then please communicate that to me. Let me know that it's worth the time and effort to put these videos together. And you can do that by doing two simple things: hitting the like button, leaving a basic comment, even if it's just the number one, a smiley face, saying hi. But any of those things, while also hitting the like button, communicates to me that you enjoy these videos. And as long as I know people are enjoying, I have no problem at all continuing to make them. So again, if you enjoyed the video and you want to learn more about charts, definitely get signed up for the class. And if you want me to keep making videos like this going forward, like I said, hit that like button, leave a basic comment down below. Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you had a great day.